Welcome everyone to my manga recommendations reading video. I got about 20 to 30 different recommendations to read. A lot of them from Discord servers that I'm in. So thank you to everyone who recommended to me. I'll make sure to share the video in those servers. But yeah, I don't know if y'all want credit. I'm not gonna put your names in. But before I do start this video, I do want to give a shout out to Ah Lecks. He gave me the idea for this video, and I'm kind of copying him with the risk of rain footage, just cause it was an accident, to be honest. So yeah, let's get started. The first one we will be reading is The Climber. So I heard a lot of good things about this one. It has been on my read list, and I know a physical edition is coming out soon. So yeah, let's dive right into it. So I just finished reading the first 5 chapters of The Climber, as you saw. I thought it was pretty good. It started out slow though, but the art is phenomenal. Some of the best I've seen. The story's okay. From what I've heard about the story, it changes authors or writers, I guess. Um, I thought the main character Mori was just okay. I'm gonna be honest. Not my favorite character. Neither was his, I guess, rival Miyamoto. Miyamoto seems like a douchebag. I'm gonna be for real. He seems like a douchebag, and I really don't like him. I did like I like the teacher, Masayo or whatever his name is. Uh, he he just seemed like a fun character to read, and he seems passionate about climbing, and I love when characters are passionate about shit. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, that was The Climber. All right, so the next one on the list, I've watched the anime before. I've never read it though. It's been on my read list for a while, and it's Beastars. So yeah, let's just dive right into it and see how it is. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Mass produce lifestyle with no easy way out of this hell. Freedom goes fast, enjoy it while you got it, for your time's up, you reach the last minute. Merci, au revoir, pride chase the truth deep within you. Create yourself a new view if you're tired of coming up short. Sleep into the whistle, halftime. Climax, they dreaming all in. Lines of lust and love are blurred. This burning feeling explodes. Will your true feelings show? I kept walking on the wild side. I don't wanna fall asleep throughout my life. Sometimes in a Gladborough style, sometimes like a James Bond mind. keep singing, keep rapping, keep telling the truth. And like Malcolm X, my fate is worth it if it's after this. To all the gods I ask, what is after death? Turmoil in my heart, it has to end. Following your mind with that wisdom you'll ascend. Now before we go, tell me what's the plan? Is it time for one last dance? I can't walk it.
So I just finished reading Beastars, the first 5 chapters. I thought it was pretty good. I've seen the anime before, so I already have an idea of how the story goes. But I thought the manga so far handles it very well. It starts off establishing a social divide between herbivores and carnivores in this universe, like, wolves and rabbits and such. And the way it establishes it is through the murder of a herbivore named Tem. And he was eaten to death by a carnivore that we don't know the name of, which is unique. And our story follows the Goshi, who is seen by other herbivores and carnivores as this big, scary guy, when really he's timid and quiet, and I quote, sensitive from his friend. And he's struggling with the conflicts of his carnivore instincts, especially near the end of the 5th chapter, where he tries to scare off this rabbit Haru, who's seen as weak. And yeah, I thought it was a good story. I thought it was good from what I read, and if you do get a chance to read it, I do recommend it. It's not like furry bait or anything. I'm gonna be honest. I have seen stuff that is, unfortunately, but that isn't. Like, it's pretty good. Alright, so the next one is a webtoon called Boyfriends. I'm looking at the cover right now. I don't know what to really make of it, but I'm just gonna get started. I'm not excited for this one from the looks of it. So, I just finished it. What the fuck did I just read? Like, actually. Holy shit. It was so bad. Whoever the fuck recommended, I forget who. Whoever the fuck recommended me to read this shit, I'm gonna hunt you down and put you down like the dog you are. It was so. The characters are terrible. The art's okay, but the characters are. Ugh. There's like 4 of them. There's 4 of them. There's Goth, Preppy, I think his fucking name is, Nerd, and Jock. All of them. All of them are bad. And there was this one scene. Where Goth and Nerd or whatever, they were having like a date. Nerd falls asleep and Goth looks into his bag. He had fucking tentacle hentai. I'd rather read tentacle hentai than this bullshit. I had to take a break. I had to walk away and take a break. What the fuck? I can't keep doing this anymore. What happened to the good shit? The good shit. I'm done. I'm not done. I still have like fucking 20 more recommendations. Whatever. Alright, we're moving on. After that hellhole of a fucking webtoon. Holy shit. So after that hellhole I just went through, my throat's dying. After screaming. I'm gonna read 20th Century Boys. I'm pretty sure I have the author's like 3 or 4 works on here. So I might just knock them out one, two, three, done. And we're gonna start with this one. Yeah. So let's do it. So I just finished reading 20th Century Boys, the first 5 chapters, and that isn't enough to cover it. Like even close to enough of covering it. It starts off where we meet. I think he's the main character. He is. I'm pretty sure Kenji. Where it starts off with his life, and he runs a convenience store, and he's taking care of his niece. And one of his customers that usually orders liquor from him or his store goes missing. And then it cuts to a flashback of his childhood with his 4 or 5 friends, and it shows the symbol with an eye and a hand, which is on the cover of one of them, I think. And when he goes to check out the scene of the crime with the old people, the symbol's there. Uh, I'll probably read this even more, like in the future, if I ever get the opportunity to. But I don't really have much to say because, like I said, 5 chapters isn't even close to enough. So, yeah, I do recommend checking it out though, if you ever get the chance. All right, so the next book or manga, whatever, on the list is Fire Punch by Tatsuki Fujimoto. Uh, y'all didn't know this about me, but I'm a huge Chainsaw Man fan. I'm gonna be honest. Like I actually do own Fire Punch, physically, but I just haven't read it yet, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna finally read it and see how he started off. So yeah, let's get started.
No clothes to fold up away is a lucky day. Get scrubbing past all the stains, blood and grease, I will wave bye-bye. Shut it up, voices in my head are clawing at the back of my brain. Give me one to take, let me pick the pace, I sing in vain. All I want is a better life, feel the light in my eyes, taking the hand at my side. I'll reach and make it mine, that's my heart beating. So bury me in pleasure, rest in peace, we fall together. The heavenly way just beneath the eyes, we will find love in between the lights. I love you, so whatever, hate me, take all that I try.
What the fuck did I just read? All right, all right. There's a lot to unpack. Um, Fujimoto is a madman, and the first chapter, not even the first five, the first chapter proves it like immediately. So, with the title Fire Punch, you would think, oh, it's a guy who has fire powers, right? No, no. You could be further from the truth. It's about a guy with regenerative powers, right? Stuck in a frozen wasteland while he's burning alive constantly because he can regenerate. And what the fuck? He his First off, there's incest because his sister wanted to have a kid with him, and uh, he's walking around his village, right? Uses him as a food source because he can regenerate his limbs near instantaneous. And then these soldiers come by, burn down the whole village because they find out about the cannibalism, and set Agni on fire. That's the main character, Agni. And he's just walking around on fire, and he punches stuff. That's the whole story so far. What the fuck? I mean, I know Fujimoto is insane because of Chainsaw Man, but this is like to a whole new level. This is to a whole new it immediately gets into the fucked up shit. So I'm gonna read one more manga, uh, and then I'm gonna end the video. So yeah. So the last manga I'm gonna read for today. I'm probably gonna make this a series because I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. Is called The Fable, and I was just recommended this one, so I'm gonna read it, see how it is, and then shebang bang review it like I've been doing for the past I think 4 volumes. So yeah, let's get started.
一つも痕跡すら残さないひっそりと人々に紛れ一歩二歩理不尽な世界で唯一平等な命を無駄にしたくなきゃじっとしろ街もビルも屋上も全て片付ける職業病地下に潜ろうとたとえオフロード散歩するように6秒後 I don't know about myself.
I just finished reading the first 5 chapters of The Fable. Um, it was amazing, bro. It was amazing. Holy shit. It was funny. The action was really good. So it's about this hitman who's called the Fable. That's his name, I guess. And he's basically told to take a year off of being a hitman because he's killed too many people in the past year. But he doesn't really know how to. And him and I don't know really what I guess coworker had to go into hiding for a year with the yakuza. And again, it's funny, it's witty, the action's good. I don't know what else to really say. I'm I'm 100% gonna read this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm 110% gonna read this. So yeah, I love the Fable. Probably it's definitely my favorite so far. So yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have any more recommendations for me to read, just leave them in the comments and I will read it. I do also have a list. I plan on making a sequel to this, I guess. I'm not sure. So yeah. Please like and subscribe and have a good one. Adios.